for the local government by-elections that will be taking place on the 20th day of this month in Yangati and Sokontwe Ward. Just maybe getting your thoughts with regards to the procedures as we get closer and closer to that date. Overall, how would you describe the management of just this particular local government by-elections that will be taking place soon in these particular wards?
Well, I think one thing that we must do as a people is to commend the ECZ. They are trying their level best, and I think we must commend them, but also caution them going forward that we know that they need to deliver materials, to conduct those elections. They must be delivered in time, so that we don't have issues that will derail the process on that day. I mean, ballot boxes, ballot papers, and all other materials that are required to run that election must be delivered, and they must be done in time. So ECZ commended, but please, the remaining parts of the process, do them with haste and with those cautions that we are raising. But also political parties, I think it's important we continue to be peaceful and to coexist. This is just an election. It will go, and we'll still continue to live in the same society. So it's important that political parties continue being peaceful. But the young people, we still urge them to come out in numbers and make the changes that they want to see.
Well, very briefly, as we just get to conclude now, obviously there's been a lot of interaction with the youth in Kabata constituency, and looking at just how you would describe the inclusivity and engagement at adoption level of the youth. How would you really describe this from the Kabata parliamentary by-elections, just during the adoption process and leading into the filing of nominations? Now, seeing what the law does provide for, obviously what is going to happen now is the fresh filing in of nominations. Now, we did see that, the inclusivity of the youth, yes, there was a bit of concern there, and inclusivity of women. Does this provide an opportunity now for some of these political parties to actually include young people and women when we have fresh filing in of nominations as they adopt these candidates?
Well, it does, and to a very large extent, it does. And we would like to take this opportunity to urge the political parties. We know that, there are insinuations that are going on that if you change your candidate, then you influence this one to withdraw and so on and so forth. I don't think that should apply. If people wanted to change this or to have this election postponed, they would have had their own candidate withdraw, and they have all the right and change a candidate. But I think all political parties right now, they have an opportunity to bring on board the young people and the women. Yes, in this cancelled election, we didn't see young people per se in terms of what our laws describe where a young person is or a youth is. So we expect that political parties will take this seriously, because they must remember that those that voted en masse, those that changed regimes or governments on the 12th of August last year were the young people. And it is the same young people who are in Kabwata who are going to do the needful. So it's important that they bring as much as possible young people to be the front runners in terms of candidates and also the women. We expect a very good election if we did that. But where we are going to just choose people because, okay, they have money or something, I think would be very unfair to the whole process and the young people whom we have continued to promise that you are not leaders of tomorrow but leaders of today. So if they are leaders today, give them an opportunity, and it has arisen through this cancellation of the Kabata by-election. Can we see a lot of young people, as candidates, adopted as candidates, but also